Welcome to the Elite Business Academy podcast, the favourite show for business owners and entrepreneurs to get their weekly fix of motivation and knowledge. Discover powerful strategies on how to build a successful business and techniques to create a positive life. And now, here's your host, motivational speaker, business coach and founder of the EBA, Craig Wilkinson.
Thank you for joining me on today's podcast show. My name's Craig Wilkinson. I'm the founder of the Elite Business Academy. I'm a business coach and motivational speaker. And in today's episode, I'm going to share with you how embracing pressure and learning how pressure works is going to elevate and take you and your business to that next level. If you follow the steps I'm going to share with you now, number one, it's going to help you become a winner, not a quitter. Number two, it's going to help you to achieve your goals faster than you've ever thought possible. And number three, it's guaranteed to grow your business. Whether you are a new startup business or whether you are an established business, there is one thing I know for sure. At some point, you will think of giving up and throwing in the towel on your business. The pressure, the overwhelming feelings inside, the stresses, the strains, the problems, the obstacles, the hurdles, the walls that you must get over to become successful will sometimes become that overpowering that you will definitely at some point question what you're doing and want to throw in the towel. Now, I've got visions, and most people listening to this podcast sat there nodding their head, because I tell you now, if I'd had £1 or $1 for every single time I'd thought about throwing the towel in, I'd have been a millionaire years ago. It's not surprising that in today's modern age where we've got businesses to run, new technology to look at, we've got social media, we've got family, we've got children, we've got grandkids, we've got the gym, we've got our hobbies, we've got all this stuff to cram into 168 hours in a week. Is there any wonder that sometimes people think about, do you know what, I'm going to downscale, I'm going to slow it all down, I'm going to sack some of this off and then I'm going to slow this down and I'm going to go into my little comfort zone where I know I'm going to be safe and sound. Before I started my coaching journey 12 years ago, this is exactly how I used to feel almost on a daily basis. I remember Mark, my business coach, saying to me on many occasions, Craig, listen, you've got all this going off in your business, then you're going to have all your homework and everything that I'm going to share with you on top of. Yeah, at some point you are going to get overwhelmed with what's happening. And I guarantee at some point, Craig, you are going to want to pack in. And do you know what? It was right. Because 3 months into my coaching program, I called Mark and I went, right, that's me done. I've had enough. I'm packing in. I'm paying you all this money to coach me, but I can't see any results. He said, Craig, I told you this would happen. You're not going to get results overnight. It takes time to build and grow a successful business. I said to you that this would happen. Stick at it. I'm saying, Mark, the only reason why you want me to stick at it is because I'm paying you this lump sum every month. He said, Craig, it's not. You've got to stick at it. You've got to get through this pain point. You've got to get through this pressure point. And once you come out on the other side, you will see a win, a benefit, and a result for your business. Now, for me, the results, the benefits seemed a million miles away, because all I kept doing was investing time, effort and money into wanting to grow my business, learning the knowledge to do it the right way. But I just couldn't seem to get any further forward. It was frustrating for me that I'm doing everything that I'm told to do, but I can't see anything. There's nothing there tangible for me to see, to grab hold of, to show myself that it's actually working. This business coaching, Craig, is actually working. So I did what Mark said. I got my head down and another 3 months passed. The same outcome. I'm now 6 months into my coaching journey. I'm thousands and thousands of pounds out of pocket and I've still not seen any results. I picked the phone up again. Mark, I'm 6 months into it now. You've had all this money off me. Yes, you're giving me this knowledge, but where are these results? I can't see anything. I'm just working 80, 90 hours a week. I'm still feeling overwhelmed. I'm still feeling under pressure. I can't see anything for my investment. When is it all going to start to turn round? Mark's response? Exactly the same as he told me last time. Craig, I said this would happen. Now, I'm really at a crossroads here because I'm running out of money. I certainly haven't got the time to keep investing. And I'm thinking to myself, do I come 6 months into this journey and quit? Do I pack in and then I've lost everything? Or do I give it another go for another 3 months? What shall I do? I spoke to Sarah, my wife. I said, Sarah, look, where are we? What we're going to do? She went, Craig, give it another 3 months. It's not going to change. Your business is not in the best place. It's going to take a long time to unpick the bad habits before you start to see the results. Give it another 3 months and then we'll review it at that point. So that's exactly what I did. I committed again to another 3 months worth of coaching. And then it started. Month number 8. I started to make more profit. My team started to be more efficient. I started to change the dynamics of the team. I moved people out. I brought the right people in with the right skill set and the right knowledge. My hours started to come down. The marketing started to kick in. I started to attract some of the most profitable products and services because my new website had gone live, and it all started to come together. By the end of month 8, I'm throwing money at Mark. I'm signing up for another 12 months. Why? Because I saw the results. I got the breakthrough. I'd moved myself up to another level. The pressure had started to be released. The overwhelming feeling, the gut-wrenching feeling that I'd had in my stomach for years had finally disappeared, and I could see my business moving into the right direction. But by the end of month 12, the overwhelming feeling had started to come back. I was experiencing new challenges, new problems, new obstacles, new hurdles that I'd not encountered before because my business had not grown to that level. And all of a sudden, that gut-wrenching feeling came back inside. And I said to Mark, what's happening? Where are these results? He says, Craig, you've hit the next level. You're on the next plateau. What we need to do now is we need to regroup. We need to put the next business plan in place and we need to have the next push. I'm like, Mark, I don't think I can do it. I thought it were going to be easy from now on in. I thought I'd done the hard work. He said, Craig, it never ever stops. As soon as you get to another level, you get those new problems and obstacles and hurdles. That overwhelming feeling and pressure will come back because you're experiencing something new. So now I'm gearing myself up for that next push. We put the plan in place. I'm about to take massive action, more action than I've ever taken before, but something this time felt different. Something new that if I did the action, if I stuck to the plan, I would get to where I wanted to be. Why? Because I'd already proved to myself that I could break through to that next level. And boom, by month 16, I'd taken the business to a level that I never even experienced or dreamed I would ever get to. And then the cycle continued. We put the business plan in place. I geared myself up for putting even more action and more effort in than I'd ever done before. Why? Because I knew that to get from the level I was at to the next level, I'm going to encounter more problems, more obstacles, more hurdles that I'd never encountered before because I'd never been at the heights of those levels. And I'm sure you know the story from here on in. I built the business up. It made me a lot of profit. It gave me my time back. I was working 1 day a week. I'd systemised the whole business. I'd finally got to where I wanted it to be to give me and my family the lifestyle that I once dreamed of. But just imagine where I would have been if I'd have packed in, if I'd have quit, if I'd have thrown the towel in, if I'd have bottled it on month 3. Where would I have been? I'll tell you where I would have been. I'd have probably been 6 foot underground by now. Now, I don't know what level you and your business are at right now. Only you know that. But what I'm here to tell you is this. Do not quit. No matter how life beats you down, no matter how much your business never seems to get there or it's not giving you the rewards that you need and deserve for the hard work that you put in, never quit. Don't quit on yourself, don't quit on your family, and do not quit on your dreams, because once we know how to master the pain points and the pressure points of running a business, and we know how to embrace it, we can take our businesses far beyond what we ever thought imaginable. So if you've not already grabbed a notepad and pen, or you've not got your tablet out in your notes section, I'd encourage you to grab them now and start to make some notes on what I'm about to share with you. The first thing I want to share is something that I've just tailored the phrase pressure points. Because if we can break through these pressure points, we can take things to that next level. And here's what I'm going to ask you to either draw or to imagine. So draw or imagine a line, just a horizontal line. And at each end of that line, we're going to write or draw a letter P. Because P at one end stands for pressure and P at the other end stands for point. So we've got a pressure point, that's what the line is. Everything below the line is all the activity and the things and the stuff that you are doing in your business and in your life. And all of these things, from now on, we're going to call seeds. And the pressure point line is the soil. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be planting loads of these seeds below the soil, ready for them to grow further down the line. And these seeds in your business could be, right, I know I need to get to grips with my finances. I need a cash flow. I know that I'm going to need to invest some time, effort and money into a marketing strategy because I need a new website. I must start attending networking events to build up my contacts. I know we need to move offices within the next 3 months, so we need to start looking at moving premises or buying new vehicles or new equipment or maybe changing some of those team members that you've got for better employees or subcontractors. But all of these changes, all of the things that are going off in your business and your life are seeds that we are planting below the soil line. Now us, the business owners, we're going to be the sunlight that's going to hit the ground. We're also going to be the water that's going to be watering these seeds from now on in. And the more seeds that we have planted, in other words, the more stuff that you've got going off in your business and in your life, the more sunlight it's going to need and the more water we're going to need to water these seeds with. In other words, the more stuff you've got going off, the more effort, the more time, the more investment, the more action you need to take as a business owner to make sure these seeds start to grow. For many of us, we are putting the time in and we are putting the effort in and we're putting the sunlight down and we're watering these seeds. But from above the ground level, we can't see any results. There's nothing coming through. And we go at it for another month and then another month and another month. And we can't seem to see anything happening. And then we start to get frustrated and the pressure starts to mount. Then we start to have self-talk, negative talk, questioning ourselves. Are we doing the right thing? Should we be doing this? The money's tight. I can't afford to do this. I haven't got time to do that. I've got my wife, my husband on my back. Everything's just getting too much for me. And then that negativity starts to turn into, do you know what? This is just too much like hard work. I'm going to sack it all off. Let me go and get a job. Let me just go and get a day-to-day job. Or let me scale it back down. Let me get rid of some of these seeds to make it slightly easier. That's exactly where I was at month 3 in my coaching journey, where I couldn't see any results. But unbeknown to me at that time, some of these seeds were just millimetres, I'm talking a millimetre away from breaking through and sprouting out into that sunlight. I didn't quit. And it came, boom, they sprouted through one after another, and then I could see the fruits of all my hard work. But here's the thing, most people never get to see the fruits of their hard work because they can't push through that pain point. They can't push through that pressure point, that soil level, and they give up, 2, 3, 1 millimetre away from having a massive breakthrough through seeing a milestone or getting a big win or result in the business. Maybe you've experienced one of these pressure points in the past. Maybe you're at that level now where you're questioning, is it worth continuing? Absolutely yes. Do not quit. Listen, pain is temporary. Pain could last for a week, a month or a year. But what will never leave you is the pain of you giving up on the dreams and the hard work that you've already put into your business. And each time you have a breakthrough of that pressure point where you pop through that soil, it means that you have now moved yourself and your business up to the next level, up to the next plateau. And at that point, the pressure, the overwhelming feeling and all the problems and stresses that you've currently got, overnight they start to disappear. But then we need to be in the mindset and mindful that we reset the plan, we reset the cycle, and then we go at it again. But what I learned throughout my journey is I used to hate the pressure points because it just brought me nothing but pain and me questioning all the time what I was doing. But at one point, the penny finally dropped and I actually realised that, hang on a minute, Craig, every time you break through one of these pressure points and you break through that soil, you're taking your business, your life, yourself and your family to that next level. And every time I got to the next level, my life was getting better. My business was getting more profitable. It was starting to give me the lifestyle that I always wanted. So I got into the mindset of thinking, hang on a minute, pressure points are actually good. They're good for you. They're good for your business because when you can feel one coming on, all you've got to do is get your head down, get them sprinting shoes on and run like mad and burst through that pressure point and get over that finishing line. Because when you get over the finishing line, there's another medal, there's another trophy, there's another win, there's another milestone. You've taken things to that next level. So now, when I'm in between levels, I don't get stressed anymore. I flip it and I turn it into a positive and I think, right, you're loading yourself up with this pressure, Craig, because you're now moving to levels that you've never been to. You're bound to incorporate more challenges, more obstacles, more problems, more issues, because you're at a level that you've never been at. But rather than thinking it's an uncomfortable pressure, I embrace it. And when I feel this pressure starting to mount, I smile. Because I know I'm only 2 millimetres, 1 millimetre away from breaking through and taking things to that next level. So when you're at that next point where you're starting to feel overwhelmed, you're starting to feel the pressure mounting, we now know that that's a sign to say, listen, we're not far off. An extra big push, an extra bit of effort and action now will get us through to that next level. What we're not going to be doing anymore is thinking, okay, this feels uncomfortable, I'm therefore going to drop back down a few levels, because what's the point in that? If we want to become successful in business, if we want to become successful in life, we have to do things that most people aren't ready or won't do. And most people back down. They go back down a few levels. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not in this game to be backing down and going down levels. The only way I'm going is to the top. I'm going up. And I believe that if you're listening to this podcast episode now and you're getting right to this point, that you've got the same attitude, drive, passion and determination to succeed as what I have got. So from now on, we look at, right, they're the seeds that I'm planting. I know I'm starting to feel a bit under the cosh, but I know that if I just make one big final push, I'm going to get through to that next level where I can reset the cycle, reset the plan, get my breath back before I take the next level. If you're ever lucky enough to be accepted into my Inner Circle group coaching program, the first thing we share on session 1, month 1, is it's all around mindset and personal development and establishing and setting the boundaries and expectations of what's expected of them as a member coming onto my coaching course. Listen, I've had nothing. I've had absolutely nothing. I've made all the classic mistakes that every single business owner has made. And I've been through this coaching journey and I've put more investment, time, money, effort and action into my business than anybody that I know, and the results speak for themselves. So I say to my Inner Circle members on month 1, listen, you are going to feel overwhelmed because you've got your day-to-day business that you are running and the problems that brings, but also there's going to be the homework and all the tasks that I'm going to set you that you need to do between the first session and then the second session on month number 2. You've got to learn it, you've got to implement it, and you've got to get it into your business, and that can feel overwhelming. Now, when you look at the success of our Inner Circle members and how they've embraced what I've just shared with you, their results are speaking for themselves as well. Yes, it's not easy on the Inner Circle. We guarantee results and we guarantee we get you over the line. But them understanding the analogy of what I've just shared with you as helping them massively to grow themselves and to grow them businesses. And if you apply what I've shared with you right now, it will also help you to grow yours too. If you're a business owner and you're encountering all the growth problems and all the classic mistakes that all business owners make, and you're serious about growing your business and you want to take your business and your life to that next level, I'd encourage you to just head over to our website, www.elitebusinessacademy.co.uk. Head over to our website and have a look at all the video testimonials on there from our Elite Circle and our Inner Circle members that have all experienced the pressures and pain points as I've shared with you in this podcast, but they're all taking their businesses and their lives to that next level. Also on our website are loads of free resources like videos and downloadable ebooks that can help you in your business to improve it and to grow it. And finally, if you've not joined our Elite Business Academy community on our Facebook group, I would encourage you to head over to our Facebook group, because on there are thousands of EBA members that are all sharing valuable knowledge and content to help each other. It's a great networking environment. But I also do a series of live videos each week where I give loads of free coaching knowledge out and loads of information to help you take things to that next level. So if you head over to www.facebook.com/groups/Elite Business Academy. Head over there, pop a post on there to me, tell me you've listened to this podcast, and I'll reply straight back to you. So thank you so much for joining me on today's episode. I hope you've got real value from it, and I'll see you over on the next one. Thank you for listening to my podcast episode. If you're new to our channel, could I encourage you to hit the subscribe button. Below this video, I've put together a playlist of all the other episodes in our podcast show. And one last thing, if I can ask you to turn on the bell to notify you of future episodes.